Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Monica Manini, and I'm going to be doing a walkthrough on Pleasant Holidays. Pleasant Holidays is one of our preferred suppliers and very useful supplier to use. There's a lot of tools and resources on here. Let's go ahead and get started. So I am logged in. And I'm going to do a walkthrough on all of the tabs, and I'll do the agent resources last. Pleasant Holidays is very similar to VAX, very easy to use. A lot of the same features, and I can see if I can do a side-by-side comparison, just to give you an idea. So as you can see, a lot of the same tabs, very similar. Some of them might have different wordings. But just to give you a quick side-by-side comparison. All right, so we're going to start with the home screen. And if you're a newer agent and you're not registered with Pleasant Holidays yet, you do need to be an agent for 30 days before registering. You can go ahead and follow along. So on the home page, you can do all your research for your quotes, mock bookings. On this side here, you're going to see all accommodations. And then where it says hotel and condo, that's if you want to filter it to just seeing like condos, vacation homes, private rentals and such. The flights is going to be for flights only, and activities would be for activities only. And these two are separate sites that you would need to create an account and log in for. You would just enter all the information here. You can do multiple destinations. I can show you just really quick what that site looks like. Okay, logged me out. So very easy to use. You can select all the criteria that you need for your client, whether you need a car or a flight. Fairly easy. And then everything else on the home screen is pretty much small bits and pieces from all the tabs put together. And this one doesn't have a separate tab, but I did want to point out they do have airport hotels if you guys ever have a client that's looking for that. Okay. You can look at your bookings or any saved itineraries on here. Next tab is going to be your vacation deals. So this is going to be, any kind of promotions, and they have it listed by destination. So you can, if you're looking for something in Europe, you can see if there are any promotions by clicking on the orange box, and then you'll see everything that's available for that particular destination. Caribbean, Hawaii. So at any time you're looking for any kind of promotions or deals, you can find here. And they will also come up when you're doing your research here. And it'll just break it down, usually either by room or usually when you're looking up the hotel. Vacation rentals is going to be basically any condominiums, villas, suites, apartments, and homes. For Hawaii, it'll have for each island. And you can look on there and it'll give you where all the vacation rentals are. Okay. All-inclusives. It's gonna, if you're specifically looking for all-inclusives, you can definitely go in here and see everything that they have. You can look under vacation themes. If you're looking for a honeymoon package, destination weddings, pre and post vacations, vacation rentals, family vacations. So this is gonna separate them by themes and the location for each. And this is all stuff that you can find just by entering the search criteria on the main screen. And then this has information about COVID-19 testing for anybody who still has that, and all the different locations where you can find that information from. Destinations. So these are all the destinations that Pleasant Holiday sells. They did start specifically with Hawaii. That was, before they expanded into all other locations. So anytime you're, asking yourself, oh, where can I find this destination? Just go into your suppliers and look at the different tabs. Don't be afraid to navigate. There, nothing's going to happen. You're not going to accidentally book a trip unless you really, really want to. So I do see some destinations that are a little bit more out there, like South Africa, that you don't really see a lot of. Asia, I do see people asking about Thailand and, places like Indonesia, Cambodia. So this is where you find all the destinations. Their group travel. Boutique group travel is going to be more like the flexible, smaller group types. And you can click on here, and it has contact info and what all the parameters are for their group travel. And you can even request a quote here for Pleasant Holidays. If you click on that, you just fill out their request and just click whichever information you need. You can input, your destination, dates, and then all the way at the bottom, you would just click submit form. And same thing for the traditional group travel. Now this is contracted groups. So if you have larger groups, you click on that and it would give you all that information and request a quote, and it will take you to the same form. And just keep in mind, when you have contracted groups, Archer wants us to forward all of that to them so that they can review it. They want to make sure that, we're getting good commissions and everything is, the way it's supposed to be. And then you can also find cruises under Pleasant Holidays. So you can see all the cruise vacation deals by clicking on the hyperlinks. Hawaii Cruises is really just Norwegian under Pleasant Holidays. That's the top rated Hawaii cruise line, and they are ported here year round. European, Caribbean. So that's really, Norwegian is really going to be the only large cruise line, and all the other ones are pretty smaller. Contact info, international and domestic flights. And then you can click on any one of these boxes if you're looking for a specific cruise for a specific destination. And you can look it up by brand as well. And then Pleasant Activities, for those that don't know, Pleasant Holidays does book activities. It'll give you recommendations when you're researching for your client's vacation. But just keep in mind that the tab here under this page is only going to show you Hawaii. I don't know why, but it does only show you Hawaii. If you want to look at everything that they offer, that's where you would create an account for Pleasant Activities. And I can show you something Holidays, location, shows. So you do create an account here and your login, and they're usually pretty quick to respond. I think I got my response within 24 hours. And you just have to reset your password. They give you a temporary one. So you can go in here and see all of the, if that disappeared. You can see all of the locations that they have. I don't know why this box won't go away. Trying to click everywhere out of here. Sorry. There we go. Okay. So you can search by keywords, location, vendor, and then these are all the categories. So this is where you would find activities for everything that's under Pleasant. And let me see. Let's go to the agent resources. So you can look at anything for your account here, your profile. If you have any bookings, you can click here and look them up there, and it will give you the information here. Your agency details, that's going to be Archer. My trip points. Sorry, get the links here. Trip points. So they do have a travel reward incentive program, and anytime that you make a booking on Pleasant Holidays, you do earn points. So it's going to give you all your points that you've earned here. And the marketing resources. Pleasant Holidays has downloadable flyers that are updated weekly on Mondays. And so every week, you can go in here, you can personalize it with your agency information, save it, print it, email it. And it's basically all the top deals of the week for various locations. So anytime that you're looking for inspiration for a mock booking, you can just go in here, find a deal that you like, and create a marketing ad for it. Hawaii and Hawaiian Island cruises. Really like this one. I wanted to show you specific ones. So, know before you go. So this is really good information for each island. Gives information on national parks, when they're open and closed, any places that you need to make reservations for. You're going to find here. Summer travel. Here's another good one. Hawaii summer travel. You can, again, you can customize these, save them, print them, send them. And I wanted to show you this Hawaii exclusives. So these are all hotels that Pleasant Holidays has exclusive pricing with, and they guarantee the lowest rates. So if you want to compare any kind of pricing from VAX, you can come in here, and these are the hotels that they have exclusive pricing with. This particular one, I would not share with clients. This is really more for, for your reference. And then here's a really good one, no resort fees. So this gives you a list of hotels that do not have resort fees in Hawaii. And again, this is not one that I would share with my clients, because you don't want them to go in there themselves. You want to be able to, hey, I know that maybe they were contemplating one resort and they didn't want to book it because they got to pay parking fees and resort fees. You can look in here and say, hey, this is comparable to what you were looking at, and, give them as an option. And Aulani is a Disney hotel, but because it's in Hawaii, you will find it here. And that's their special too. So again, these, you can customize them. And you can click on any of these to either expand. And you can, there's so many deals that they have for all the locations too. So again, a lot of inspiration for mock bookings. Their social media toolkit is going to give you, pictures and whatnot that you can share. And you can click on any one of these that you want to market. I did this one a couple of days ago, and I just downloaded it and I put it on Canva, and I put it on my Facebook page. And their brochures. So Pleasant Holidays has done away with printable brochures. So everything is digital. You would just download it. I wouldn't print it out just because there's a lot of pages, unless you're okay with using your printer. But you can save them, you can share them with a client. This one in particular, destination wedding and honeymoon travel. Go ahead. Sorry, that's taking a little bit long. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so I did have this saved. Just go to the top. So it's 17 pages. There's a lot of information here just on destination weddings and honeymoons and the different destinations. And this is specifically for Pleasant Holidays. So you're not necessarily going to see these same promotions if you go on Vax or VE. These are just specifically for Pleasant Holidays. That doesn't mean they're not available on the other ones, but this resource specifically is for Pleasant Holidays. So there's a lot in here, just a wealth of information if you guys ever have destination wedding or honeymoon. Let's close some of this. And sales department, you're going to find contact information for your area, your BDMs. Just keep in mind for your BDMs, we do need to request from, I don't remember if it's our mentor or our platinum leader, to contact our BDMs. So we don't contact them directly unless we go through our upline with that. So just keep that in mind. And this is if you want to do the e-newsletter sign up. And then for agent programs, their Pleasant Pro Academy is just their certification program. So I completed it a couple of months ago, and then they just added this one. So it's pretty short, just 3 courses that you do. And you earn certifications for that. And you also earn trip points for completing their certification. Their track training. This is if you want to go over any recordings that they've done, any webinars or trainings that are recorded. You can just click on any one of these to access them. And for best price guarantee, this is their price match guarantee terms and conditions. So it tells you basically what you need to have in place in order to request a price match guarantee. You know, basically apples to apples. And here's where you would request that price match. And always keep in mind when you're requesting a price match guarantee, it is going to lower your total commissions, which makes sense because you're looking at a lower price than what you have. Commission protection, pretty important. So this is going to give you the travel protection plans. And when you're researching for your clients, it will give you that in the research, in the criteria, in the pages. So if you have a cancellation, you do need to submit an online form within 10 business days. And these are all their limitations and restrictions. Agent information. These are just resources for us to look through. And guest amenities. So you can request guest amenities through here. I'm sure that you can still contact the hotel directly, but it just gives us these that you can request through Pleasant Holidays. And I did want to show you, so back here, under flights, when you click on this, it takes you to Air by Pleasant, which is Pleasant Holidays Air Consolidator. And again, you do need a separate account and login for that. So you would just register and then you should get access and you're able to look up flights. And same thing for activities. If I click on hotel condo, it's going to filter it down to those private rentals. So if you only want to look at that, you can do that here and then just still enter the search criteria here. Otherwise, if you want to look at all accommodations, then you just go here. Let me see if there's anything else to show you. And then, Pleasant Holidays also has their partner site, which is Journeys. I'm not sure if you pronounce it Journeys or Journeys. That's their luxury site. So if you have, you know, a luxury client and with the budget to match, more upscale, you can search here. Same thing, you're going to create an account and log in for that. And you're going to search here for all the deals. Okay, let me open up. I'm not sure how to open up the chat here. So I now went through it a little bit quickly. I was a little bit nervous and I did have a lot to cover, but does anybody have any questions so far? You can go ahead and unmute yourself.
I'm good, thanks.
Okay.
No, this has been very helpful. I struggled a little bit with Pleasant Holidays, so this is good.
Yeah, I love Pleasant Holidays and it is very similar to Vax. As a matter of fact, for their multiple destinations, I kind of found it easier to navigate on Pleasant Holidays than Vax, because you can literally put specifically what you want for each leg. Like I had one not too long ago, multiple destination, and they didn't need all the flights, or they didn't need, they didn't need everything for each destination. And I couldn't figure out how to do that on Vax. Let me stop recording.